Today I'd like to talk to you about the risk of organ donations. This is a very personal and independent decision that must be made when deciding whether or not to become a donor. Different decisions are considered whether it is to be on a live donation or as a result of death. There are enough people across the United States to populate an entire city. There are approximately 116,671 people awaiting some sort of transplant, and that is depicted on slide 1 of the PowerPoint presentation. 18 people will die each day waiting for an organ, and one donor can save up to 8 of those lives. The most common is the kidney transplant, followed by the liver, lungs, intestines, pancreas, and heart. Heart is actually the third most common transplant of organs. In rare cases, there is a need to transplant both heart and lungs at the same time. Stability of the donor is very important, as depicted on slide 5, and each donor is evaluated independently to ensure that the organ or tissue is healthy. They are evaluated for both physical and psychological responses. They must be determined to be in good health, and the majority are between the ages of 18 and 60, and they should be free from diabetes, cancer, kidney and heart disease, and high blood pressure. Humans are created with 2 kidneys, and both of which function independently from each other, and these can save lives, as depicted on slide 8. Many times both kidneys will fail, resulting in the need of a transplant, and there's several steps that have to be made before one can donate a kidney to ensure that the perfect match is made. Personally, I have a friend who at a very young age required a kidney transplant, and just recently, unfortunately, that kidney failed and he required another transplant. And of all the people that they tested, it came out to be his stepmother that was the perfect match. And both are doing very well, have returned back to work, and have assumed their normal lives. And this just goes to show you that it doesn't necessarily have to be a blood relative to be a perfect match. In the case of the liver, as shown on slide 10, this organ has the ability to regenerate itself. So one could donate a piece of your liver and it would regenerate on its own and regain full function. Pancreas is another organ that a portion can be donated. Although it's very rare, it is possible to even donate a portion of your intestines. With the lungs, the lobes do not regenerate, but it's possible to donate up to 2 lobes of one lung. There are 3 lobes in each lung, and one can survive on just one. My sister is a prime example. When we were young, she contracted histoplasmosis, which is a disease that is from breathing the dust of chicken droppings. And they removed 2 of her 3 lobes in one of her lungs, and today at the age of 52 she's living live and active. The heart can be donated in a singular fashion, or what is known as a domino transplant. This is where both the heart and the lungs are transplanted. In some cases it is determined that the recipient is best suited for this domino transplant, and that their lungs that are to be transplanted will operate better if they have its own heart. That in turn will cause the recipient to donate his heart to another, thus the reason they come up with the domino effect. And that way 2 lives are saved instead of 1. In conclusion, when asked if the risks are worth it, is my opinion, as millions of others across the United States, that yes, it is. When you think that one deceased organ donor can save up to 8 different lives, and up to 50 people can be saved in one tissue donor, I hope that this may have answered some of your questions in regards to donor donations, and would like to take this opportunity for you to consider to give organs or tissues serious consideration. And when you stop and think about the medical advantages that we have today and the lives that we could possibly save, whether in life or in death, the decision should be clear. Thank you for your time.